And as much as I love Markiplier and everything that he's done for my life, holy shit, that movie sucked.
The rewards from burning yourself at both ends to try to make something, it's just the unquenchable thirst to do it all over again. And that is great.
There's no numbers for Iron Lung. It took me off the chart. And I thought, hey, maybe that's a fluke. maybe there's something wrong, but...
Markiplier's in serious hot water right now. His movie Iron Lung, which he completely self-funded instead of going through Hollywood, has been shaking things up. But get this, the so-called big bosses behind the scenes apparently removed his film from the daily domestic chart, even though it was doing insanely well. People can't believe it. Fans are calling it unfair, and some are saying it looks like someone's trying to hold him back. It's honestly wild.
First off, right now, as you're watching it, guess what? We're still the #1 movie in America. And but not by much of a feud with Disney, if we're going to be perfectly honest with ourselves.
This is hilarious. They took Iron Lung off the charts. I don't think they liked my #1 movie in America, Victory Laps. But really, it's all good.
This morning, after I had learned that the Iron Lung was missing from the top charts, we were still #1 by 600,000.
Saturday, right? I swear I was on this list, but Iron Lung isn't here anymore. There's no numbers for Iron Lung. It took me off the chart, and I thought, hey, maybe that's a fluke. maybe there's something wrong, but here's Sunday. I wake up this morning, which reports the day before's numbers. I'm gone. I'm not even above Hamnet. Why'd you take me off the chart?
I fully expect that said to help to pass the movie eventually, and I'm just so happy to be able to do this at all. So second place behind a legend is fine with me. Thank you all so much for making it such an unbelievable weekend. I couldn't be happier. And here's where things get even crazier. The movie that replaced Iron Lung on the chart is Melania. Yeah, the one about Donald Trump's wife. People online are losing it, saying nobody even cares about that movie, yet somehow it's getting all the spotlight. Fans think it's shady that Markiplier's hard work got pushed aside for something that barely anyone's talking about. The whole situation feels suspicious, and it's making people ask serious questions. I think Hollywood is scared. A movie made by a YouTuber had a better turnout than their movies with overused actors. Your movie was great, Mark. Don't let anyone dim your sparkle. Let's be real. YouTube movies used to be complete trash before this, like that old Logan Paul flick that flopped hard. But Markiplier changed the game with Iron Lung. The crazy part is, he reportedly made it with only about $3 million, which is peanuts compared to what Hollywood usually spends. Despite that tiny budget, the movie was killing it in numbers. Fans were hyped, tickets were selling, and everyone was talking. Still, the reviews were split, with some calling it genius and others saying it didn't hit as hard as they expected. The gap between critics and fans was huge, like massive. Even Mr. Beast jumped into the conversation, throwing his thoughts on Markiplier's Iron Lung. Critics only gave it a 50% score, while the audience went all in with a 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a wild difference. Fans are saying the critics just don't get it, while others think the hype is overblown. And now that the film's playing exclusively in theaters, people are debating if it's truly a masterpiece or just overhyped internet fame on the big screen. This is the problem with Rotten Tomatoes. It's literally only 10 critics that gave it the 50%. Not trying to sound all conspiracy crazy here, but it seriously looks like Hollywood's got a problem with independent creators doing their own thing. Every time an indie project like this blows up, something weird always seems to happen. It's almost like the big studios can't stand seeing someone succeed outside their system. Fans are starting to notice the pattern too, and it's sparking real conversations about how much control the industry still tries to keep. It's honestly kind of suspicious. It really doesn't matter if Iron Lung stays #1. The fact that an independent project could go toe-to-toe with a multi-million-dollar company for even a day is amazing. This story started spiraling out of control. It was everywhere. Things got so wild that even Internet Jesus himself jumped into the chaos. People couldn't believe it when he spoke up, and his take just poured more gas on the fire. The whole internet started buzzing even louder after that, with fans debating every little detail and conspiracy floating around. It's insane how fast this blew up, and everyone's still glued to their screens waiting for what happens next.
When I say Hollywood, what's the first thing you think of? Iron Lung, which is Markiplier's debut film here, his directorial debut, has already done over $20 million in the box office and has been the #1 movie through the weekend. These zombies at the top of the food chain probably don't like that a YouTuber just came in there and ate their lunch.
What's wild is that at first, Markiplier didn't even make a big deal out of it. When Iron Lung got pulled from the chart, he brushed it off like, hey, must be a glitch or something. But then the next day, it was still gone, and that's when things started to feel off. Markiplier began to think there might be something shady going on behind the scenes. Now, setting the jokes aside, when the controversy started spreading, Mr. Beast came through showing nothing but support for Markiplier. That kind of loyalty hit fans right in the feels. And honestly, it turned into a surprisingly uplifting moment. It proved that even when things look unfair or impossible, creators can still stand tall and keep pushing forward. It's actually a really inspiring story. I watched Iridlug. All I gotta say was the 50-minute seed with Jacksepticeye. I was a bit much, but I understand that it was important to the game's lore. Markiplier's Iron Lung was shockingly removed from the box office charts, but then it came storming right back, making 7 times its original projection. Even NBC News picked it up, reporting on how a YouTuber's self-financed horror film turned into a total surprise hit. That's legendary. Meanwhile, another film, Send to Help, managed to edge out Iron Lung with a $28 million debut. But let's be real. Markiplier's $21 million for an indie project is beyond impressive. The man went toe-to-toe with a movie that had a $40 million production budget, and he still held his ground. Even the lead actor from The Hunger Games weighed in, giving Iron Lung some solid recognition and praising the hustle behind it. This whole story just keeps getting wilder by the day.
I don't think it's perfect or anything, but I do think it's a very, very strong debut here for a self-financed and distributed YouTuber movie.
The whole reason I even brought this up is because Markiplier himself dropped a heartfelt comment under this video, and it seriously hit everyone in the feels. He said, "This is so nice of you, dude. I know I don't say it enough, or maybe ever, but I respect the hell out to you." He went on to say that taking chances and speaking your mind about creative projects actually means the world to him. Markiplier talked about how he trusts this person to always keep it real, flaws and all. He admitted the movie isn't perfect, but he's thankful for people who can look at those imperfections head-on while still showing love. Then he added, "To say such nice things too, you don't know what that means to hear." And the wildest part? Markiplier revealed that the Starforge PC he was sent ended up being the first computer in his render farm, and he called it one of the best performing rigs a gamer could ever own. That moment had everyone emotional. It was the kind of genuine gratitude that could honestly make a grown man tear up.
Movie sucks. Like, straight up, this movie is not good. Iron Lung, directed by Markiplier himself, is certainly one of the movies of all time. And as much as I love Markiplier and everything that he's done for my life, holy shit, that movie sucked. For those of you who don't know, the movie Iron Lung is an adaptation of the actual game, Iron Lung. Now, I've never played Iron Lung. The only pros that I can really give this movie is the visual effects, and that's it. Everything else was low-key ass.
The fact that Melania is somehow beating Avatar at the box office feels like the biggest crime in cinema right now. Like, seriously, how does that even make sense? This isn't even about picking sides or making some big statement. It's just wild. Who's actually sitting down and thinking, yeah, I really want to watch a political movie tonight? People are confused, fans are laughing, and everyone's wondering what's going on with the charts. Something about this just doesn't add up.
The rewards from burning yourself at both ends to try to make something, it's just the unquenchable thirst to do it all over again. And that is great.
So this is funny. This is on Friday. The box office numbers. I'm #1, right? I milked it a lot. I said it. It was very funny. I knew that Sam Raimi's movie was going to pass me eventually by the end of the weekend, but I was like, haha, I'm #1. But then I didn't see this yesterday, but here's Saturdays. So this is Saturday, right? I swear I was on this list, but Iron Lung isn't here anymore. There's no numbers for Iron Lung. They took me off the chart, and I thought, hey, maybe that's a fluke. maybe there's something wrong, but here's Sunday. I wake up this morning, which reports the day before his numbers. I'm gone. I'm not even above Hamnet. I'm nowhere. Zootopia's back up here. Avatar's up here. Melania's up here. I feel like I should just, like maybe I'd be fine with here. I'd be fine with being on the chart.
Markiplier shook up the entire film world with his self-funded horror movie Iron Lung. Even though he completely bypassed Hollywood, the film was suddenly removed from the box office charts, supposedly due to a glitch. Fans, however, aren't buying it and suspect something deeper going on. Despite a tiny $3 million budget, Iron Lung pulled in over $21 million, becoming a true indie success story. Critics gave it a 50%, but audiences loved it with a massive 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Big creators like MrBeast and Fazit jumped in to show their support, praising Markiplier for breaking barriers and proving a YouTuber could dominate theaters. Markiplier responded with a heartfelt message, even revealing that the Starforge PC he received was the first machine in his render farm, something that touched fans deeply. Meanwhile, Melania somehow stayed ahead in the charts despite poor reviews, leaving everyone puzzled. In the end, this whole story proves one thing: independent creators can take on Hollywood with passion, courage, and authenticity.
Chasing me up my own ass. It's the final hour. So if you got some free time tonight and you want to see Iron Lung, tonight would be the night to make it count. And then Disney won't have the #1 movie for the 10th week.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Fame Rant Daily for more deep dives into influencer and media industry drama, power abuse behind the scenes, and the stories that don't get talked about enough. This story might be over on TV, but online it's far from finished, and the next one is already lining up. I'll see you in the next video.